He didn't camouflage. Don't tell me that one.
Happy.
But it was a crazy game yesterday. Just one volley from Gatafe, and the match was over. Fantastic one for Gatafe. Let's see how this title race in the La Liga will end. Today is the Premier League game. Everywhere in the Premier League today, tomorrow in the Premier League game. Remember, because of at the weekend is the FA Cup weekend, so we are going to play Premier League games today and tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk about that all on the show. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the La Liga game yesterday, and we'll talk about the Premier League. Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin. The shocker, all the variables, all the verbs, all the adjectives are just coming to me. But right now, super excited. Real Madrid lost in the Madrid derby against Getafe. Credit to Getafe for that one. Barcelona all the way. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Nasu.
Good morning. You say, why am I happy? I'm not happy. It's just when you're angry and you don't know where to pour the anger. But again, it was a good game of football. First time volley, wonderful goal. After all the chances created, all the attack, doing good. Let's just get on with the show, though. Let's just. Welcome to the show, guys. Good morning and welcome to the show. Another exciting show, another midweek football in the Premier League. It's a season of let's just play football.
Okay, we'll talk about the Premier League too, because the title race is getting hotter and hotter and hotter between Arsenal and Manchester City. But both of them will play tomorrow, so we'll talk about today's game, talk about the Real Madrid game and all. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can always go to drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's talk about the only game in the La Liga yesterday. It was a Real Madrid versus Getafe. It was a surprise. It was a very, very surprise result in yesterday's result, because when I was seeing that game in the first half, I was seeing that game in the first half, and Vinicius missed a one-on-one chance to give them that lead. Missed a couple of chances too, but Getafe had this one chance, and there was a lovely strike, and then they scored that goal, and they defended, and they won that game. Good game for Getafe, the bad one for Real Madrid also.
No, I won't say bad game for Real Madrid. You win some, you lose some. We've seen it happen. It's football. You win some, you lose some. But losing a derby like that, it shows that you guys are not serious for a trophy this year again. It's like you guys are planning for back-to-back trophyless season. That's what it's looking like right now, because how can you go into this game with the lack of technicality up front? Look at how many shots that were played. For crying out loud, look at how many times they went on the offensive. It's not they went on the offensive, but they didn't get past the defense. They got past the defense. Now, getting past the goalkeeper was a problem. Finding the target was another problem. Made Madrid play person half field for more than 60 minutes. Yeah, they know if he score goal. And it's not, you say, okay, half field though, they are playing the game, but they are not finding defense-splitting passes. They were breaking the defense properly. They were passing the midfield properly. They were no matter how you build, they say Getafe defended well. Not lie. I didn't know how to score goal. No, let's be honest.
With all the firepower in that thing, no.
See, at some point, firepower that's lose guard. You get Real Madrid for this match. Getafe don't defend anything. Real Madrid don't just know how to score goal. They don't know where post day. Because how can you go into this game? Yes, with Abelua, Mastantuno, all of them, they start. Vinicius don't score goals since Mbappe they out injured. There's this, if you say they didn't defend. Ordinary Andabula. I remember how many times he beat his man inside the box. 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Wait till use and do. Inside Andabula will be midfielder. Vinicius 1v1 with the goalkeeper. On 3 occasions. Andabula's one was about 2 occasions or so. Vini was on 3 or 4 occasions. Mastantuno, I don't just wait and call that guy. You get every of them went on the goalkeeper 1v1 and they played their shots off target, except for Andabula and Vinicius. They had about a couple of on-target shots that goalkeeper made a play. I have to shout out to the goalkeeper though, because there was this save he made. Andabula blind blind spot.
After he beat his guy on that half turn,
after
and then fired
the guy just stop him. So it's a game of, I would say it's a game of football. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Again, Real Madrid with a good game, good performance on the pitch. Performance was up there, intensity was up there, everything was up there, but results.
Okay, John, how you see that game?
The game was a very good game for me, if you ask me. I think Real Madrid were actually totally frivolous with their chances up forward, because I remember the very first one that I saw on what's his name now,
Vini.
Vinicius Junior, running down, nobody with you. I think it was just two
1v1.
defenders trying to catch up
up.
with you, and then you just play the ball off like, bro,
Anyhow.
are you even awake?
Anyhow.
Were you sleepwalking or what? That was one. I saw another opportunity to where Adagula had a great chance, but the goalkeeper too
Was spot on.
was spot on. The goalkeeper was another contributing factor to the reason why they didn't concede, apart from the fact that Real Madrid were totally, how will I say, they were careless with their chances. Like they say, they give you food, finish your food. Don't play with your lunch.
On a platter.
Don't play with your lunch.
They play with their
You hear
lunch.
it?
They play with their lunch. They can't seize their
They
dinner.
play with their lunch.
They
at
can't seize
home.
their dinner.
So I think that was the main thing. And like I said, this is a derby. It always means more to the Getafe side because they are not in for Europe. They are not in for anything.
This
Yeah,
time
it's just like Everton versus Liverpool.
Thank you.
Once Everton win, like their trophy.
They don't
Yeah,
win.
they are trophy
But
for
as
the
a
season,
as
they
this
don't
kind of
have
change,
yet.
as this kind of changes that. But again, it was a game of football where
Another thing
you could be happy for both teams.
Another thing, like, you could be happy for both teams though, but you still lost in that game, and it's still going to tell because Barcelona won their game and won their game comfortably at the weekend. So, but another thing I'm going to say is that I didn't see much of Goncalo Garcia in that game. I believe that after having the kind of preseason tournament you had at the Club World Cup, you know, coming into the La Liga season, getting some minutes here and there, and now eventually this guy, Kylian Mbappe, is not available, you should be chomping at the bit to come in, start doing well, start getting goals in, and give the manager some extra headache that will make him consider who is a better option of but on the night, bro, it was MIA.
Even if the guy score hat-trick for 7 straight matches,
Mbappe will start.
if Mbappe come back from injury, he go back bench.
Only thing is that if you keep scoring, you get more minutes.
You will get more minutes, like 60-something minutes. You will risk taking Mbappe
See,
from
let's just say
last 2 seasons it was Joselu coming off the bench to come and do that, and that's because he was getting the numbers.
See, let's just say this game of Real Madrid not finishing their chances. I've said it before and I'll say it again. But again, not Master Tuno now, Goncalo Garcia on the night lacked supply. Let's look at all those half chances he got. He could have buried it. But sometimes, how many half chances?
Why won't he lack supply when Vini and Gula are going for themselves?
Not even Vini and Gula. When Vini and Master Tuno, the 2 guys up front,
Master Tuno was introduced in the second half. So
all of them just they go for themselves. Master Tuno come in.
At the end of the day, they lost at home at the Bernabeu. Probably might give City probably a little bit of hope that yes, even though they have done it before,
if
they have done it before, then why can't we City do it there? So it's going to be interesting. The the first leg of the Champions League will be next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's almost here. So Real Madrid have to look at themselves.
Arbeloa. I know what to do.
After the end of the game, Arbeloa normally they took responsibility. Say, all this defeat is on me. It's on me. He's a leader now. He's trying to form leadership. It's okay. Everything rises and falls.
Arbeloa is going to be on you.
Yeah, he took over.
When you go come out against it, it's going to be on you.
Yeah, he took responsibility for that. But let's see what happens in the now. Real Madrid. Barcelona are 4 points ahead of Real Madrid in this title race. So after the games,
it's still closable.
Yeah, it's possible.
The one where you close, why you know extend?
So after 26 games, Barcelona has 64 points. Real Madrid after 26 games has 60 points. So you know that's what they were doing last season. This person will win and go top, and the other team will lose at a certain point until Barcelona won it last season. But let's see, it's going to be very interesting.
All you need to know who is firing on all cylinders this season is go look at goals scored for the 2 teams, and you will know that
Barcelona goals scored last season.
Look at goals scored so far.
On a normal, Barcelona going to score goals. He will score goals more than Real Madrid.
Let's be honest. Last season, Barcelona was the
71 to 54.
No, last season I think
day and night.
It's not about 71 to 54. Last season, who is the highest goal scorer in the league? Kylian Mbappe.
I'm talking about the team goals.
Talk
about the team goals. Talk about highest goal scorer in the league.
Even to this
last season,
Mbappe is still highest goal scorer.
Last season, who was the highest goal scorer in the league? Barcelona was highest. Barcelona had more goals, like more than 20 goals more than Real Madrid last season. Who was the highest goal scorer in the league? Kylian Mbappe. So it's not about Barcelona scoring multiple goals. You have a Fermin Lopez who can come in and create something out of nothing.
That's the difference between a loss and a win. That's what I'm saying.
It's a time of.
Go look at it. That's the difference between a loss and a win.
That is Ansu Flick building a team.
Oh wow.
Now, the man that built this team, Real Madrid does not need to score more than 1,000 goals. They just need to win a league. How they score the win is not 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Now win. But Ansu Flick can play the Jurgen Klopp football, and like we say, German managers, they play the Jurgen Klopp football. They get pressing, score multiple goals. While you are still winning 1-0, still try and score 5 more goals. Different managers, different style of play.
Let's see if Real Madrid or Barcelona will win the La Liga. Now it's in Barcelona's hand, even though they have won a Clasico to play. So just like Arsenal and City has one game against Arsenal at Etihad. Real Madrid has one game against Barcelona in Spain. So if they want to win the league, they need to close up the gap and beat Barcelona. And that's the second leg.
What happened in the Super Copa?
Okay,
Before
we move to England, let's finish up with Spain, because the second leg of the Copa del Rey between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona will happen today. They are going to play now. Barcelona is going to play at home. Remember the first leg last week or last 2 weeks, Barcelona lost that one 4-0, and Lookman was one of the man of the match. It was for me, it was man of the match in that game. It was a fantastic game for them. They won the first leg 4-0. The question is, do you think that Barcelona can do a comeback? That's the question.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yes,
Oh, I don't believe
can.
that one.
Yakubu manage!
They can.
Yakubu manage!
They've done it before, they'll do it again.
They've done it before, 4-0.
They've done it before, bro.
Where they do the 4-0, because I don't know where history book did.
I think Sevilla was winning about 3 goals or 4 goals at some point. They came back. I think it's 3-0 though.
3-0 now.
The second leg.
3.
They had messed that one, and they scored 5-1.
Why who you get? Atletico Madrid. See, you know this. Let's see.
That no day they shout.
No.
Don't pontificate.
You know what will happen?
Don't play to the
you know what will happen?
It's
Now,
just
I want to
simple.
be an investor on this show.
Okay.
For today. Let's be an investor on this show. John, what will you do for me if Barcelona does not qualify?
Barcelona have already qualified. Take it from
I have a full bag of laundry. You go do it. If Barcelona not qualify.
It's going to be an interesting
No, because
game.
this game, I'll be honest with you, they can do a 3-goal turnover. I understand that. But a 4 goals lead against Atletico Madrid, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Well, it's 2 different things. For me, Simeone can just sit down and defend for 19 minutes. No attack.
Simeone can still attack and still score 1 goal and still defend with the extra lead.
I'm just saying that he can just sit back and defend for 90 minutes. He doesn't have any reason to attack.
He has
And he
By the
will-
time you concede 2 for first
He
half,
has
you go come
every reason.
outside.
He has every
Well,
reason to attack.
Why I like this game is that it's going to be an interesting game because Barcelona has nothing to lose.
Mm.
They have to come out and play.
Simeone,
Call
his name. There's one guy.
You know we used to talk about
Giuliani.
it. You know we talk about it on this show.
Mm.
If you have nothing to play, just come out and attack. If you are losing 3 goals to 0 already in the first leg, there's no reason for you to play with a handbrake. Come out, give it your all. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. So it's going to be an interesting game.
I'll give you 2 names. Giuliano Simeone and Ademola Lookman. Currently in that squad, I think they are the 2 fastest players at the side. You get. Then you now have a Molina, who's at least the 3rd fastest player, and from the right as well, from the right side of Atletico Madrid's defense, their right back, who is as fast as Giuliano. If they throw one long ball, it's a goal. The high line is broken. One long pass from the goalkeeper. But please, I think Oblak has not been on form this season. Please let him not start. No jokes. I saw a game where Oblak started and was conceding careless goals. Please let him not start.
Apart from Koke, Oblak is the captain, so and he's always the captain.
I think he's not started for like a couple of weeks. Then he started that game and he considered a crazy amount of goals.
Okay, let's see what happens in
start.
that game. It's going to be Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the Copa del Rey. Let's see if they can turn this one around. It's going to be very, very difficult for them because the first leg everybody was surprised actually them losing 4 goals to 0. And it was a surprise. So nobody could believe it. Normally, even if you are going to win Barcelona, it's going to maybe 3-1. You understand? They will score. Even though they scored a goal that was through that in that game that almost caused a problem. But they have all to play at home. But they need to come out and play. They need to score at least 4 without reply, which is Barcelona concede goals. That's the problem. It's not they don't have any defense like Arsenal or City that probably will shut you down or Bam that will shut
And
you
it
down.
cannot be helped. Simple. So you play to your strengths.
So they have to now.
So you have to now win 8.
You have to score about target to score about 5 or 6 goals.
Bro,
in this game.
like I'm not worried about scoring. It's Shevin has to score goal.
Like, Barcelona
Barcelona can score
score
goal.
goal. The
That one
problem
no
is
be
that
problem.
now to defend that goal they scored. That's just the problem.
Simple.
That's their problem. But let's see.
So
As
who goes through? Atletico Madrid.
I was even thinking about it. Now that Spurs is struggling or they relegate, maybe they go buy Van der Ven.
Shebi na still money dem go pay, right?
No, I saw a news yesterday that if Spurs relegate, everybody will take 50% pay cut. It's in their. It's maybe actually put that clause before he left. So nobody
Everybody will take 50% pay cut
on their contract.
on
everybody.
their contracts now.
Yes, now.
As a player, you go take 50% pay
And
cut.
you know, normally once you relegate, if a player worth 60 million, you cannot sell it for
You
60
cannot sell
million.
it for that 60 million.
So everybody
that's
does the
this
same.
you go speak. Wait now.
Even West Ham whenever relegate, they sell their player at 35 million.
You know, calm down. Also, son and go Brazil. No, calm down. Now let's look at it this way. If they relegate, if Tottenham Hotspur relegate, and you want to sell their players, first thing you look at is, will you be willing to go to Spain? That's
you
one.
know who they come. I
Then
don't understand what they
Then
talk.
two, the club, since the player, you still get like 5 years for your contract or 3 years for your contract. You go play me out of relegation. No?
No, see the point.
Then if you know if you play me out of relegation, now
You
if
can't
not
force
cannot
players
force
to
a
stay.
player.
see you know if you play me out of relegation, I will sell you. But if your market value is 60 million and they bring 20 million, I won't sell.
Yeah, I think
I would tell your agent to find marketers or clubs that will meet 40 million valuation
My
at
own is that,
most.
For example, I'm just giving an example though, but I saw this news David Austin actually
Yeah,
posted
David.
yesterday that if they relegate, that sports players will take 50% pay cut. I don't know about the transfer window,
transfer
but
clause.
normally once you relegate, a player's transfer
The
drop
transfer value drops.
just
straight up.
immediately.
Now
And
at the top
sometimes-
now,
some-
60 million cannot drop to 20 or 10 million.
Sometimes
It
for
will be
you
around
to-
40 to 50.
Yeah.
10 million per month.
No, sometimes for clubs to even sustain themselves, they sell off their big stars off. No matter how much they sell it off, and just that's why most times
Get cash injection.
it's bad. Yeah, it's bad for you to relegate. Go and look at this Leicester City. Leicester City
Yeah.
are bottom 3 in Championship, but they just won the league like a couple of years ago because you need to sustain yourself. You need to make money, so you sell off.
A lot of these clubs, even in
Leicester
the
City's-
Premier League, are super reliant on that broadcast money.
Yes.
Super reliant on a lot of the TV rights.
So
and
once
the rest.
you-
And
once
so
you
once
relegate-
Let's not look at
that revenue
Leicester City. They don't
is
deduct
like
Leicester City
80%.
points like 2 times this season. So no use them as
And number two,
calculation.
let me tell you, even though we are debating a bit, if Sports leaves, 99% of their players will leave that club.
Definitely,
All
because
of
they want to
them.
look for European
How can they
football.
be playing championship like Romero and Van der Ven will play in championship? Why? Because
I'm just saying the price you are calling for them
even
is
when
not.
Juventus was relegated, why some of those players stayed back? Because all of them were old. They were in their 33, 34, 35. Trezeguet, De Piero, Nedved, all of them were old men. So they didn't bother to, if they are in their prime, like 26, they will come play second division with Juventus. No, be Abramovich was there. Ibrahimovic was there when they relegated. He moved to Inter Milan, sharp. So let's see what happens in that. But Barcelona we deviated a little bit. But there it was a news yesterday that if Spurs relegate, that every player in Spurs will take 50% pay cut, must take 50% pay cut. It means that everybody have to leave. That what is essentially mean, because nobody will actually do that. But let's see. But for
All
today's
the
game,
other boys, them and Bergville go stay.
Yeah.
Na academic products they do.
yeah, that's
They
what
go
I'm
stay.
saying now. But
Spence go stay.
But Barcelona will play Atletico Madrid today. Let's see if Barcelona can do a comeback. But yeah, Barcelona needs a fast defender like Van der Ven. That's why we deviated a little bit. They need a
Van Hecken of Brighton.
anybody that is very, very fast. Look at Arsenal and Saliba. When Arsenal, Saliba always is last man for Arsenal because there is no Premier League striker that he will not catch. So you see, you need a fast defender that
he never catch Rashford now.
you still catch it. You know the thing about running with ball and somebody chasing you, two different things. Your pace reduces. If you want to,
We saw it just over Sunday now. Shebi na waiting be name na Neto and Martinelli now. We no see him.
okay, but
not
let's
the
see what
same
happens.
thing.
Let's move on to the Premier League games. The Premier League games are happening today and tomorrow. So let's talk about the Premier League games. Okay, I didn't even ask who goes through. You said Barcelona will go through.
FCB goes through.
And-
now.
We don't already go through since state day. We don't go through for first leg. Why you want ask?
Okay, in the Premier League, 4 games today in the Premier League. Everton will play Burnley today. Bournemouth will play Brighton. Leeds United will play Sunderland, and Wolves will play Liverpool. in the other game today. Okay, Everton has been doing well. They play Burnley. Okay, the relegation guys are playing today. All of them lost at the weekend. Leeds United, Burnley, West Ham, every other relegation, Nottingham, for all of them lost. So
except for Wolf.
except for Wolves, Wolves that will normally they're not relegate to really
they're relegated already,
they don't matter. But okay, Everton.
But they can do a comeback.
Either one. Everton versus Burnley. Who wins in that game? Everton is probably doing well, if you ask me. But against Burnley are obviously going to relegate, but they need a miracle. This miracle needs to start.
They need West Ham to.
They need this miracle needs to start with.
Position.
Yeah, need to start with Everton in this one. If they can beat Everton and other result goes their way, maybe yeah. But in this game, what do you see? Who wins in this game?
Like before last weekend's game, I would have said Everton unquestionably. But you need to look at the way Burnley fought for that their game. Even though they lost, they had a couple of goals cancelled. The fact that Burnley could even score and keep scoring in that game, it tells you that even against a side like Everton, if they go with that same spirit and
they
go
will see
with
nothing.
that same formation, the
They
way
will
they
see
play,
nothing.
they can score. As long as you can score in a relegation battle, you have an advantage.
True, Burnley are just scoring goals though, but
as
somehow
long as you can
they
score.
are not keeping their.
Now, see, scoring goals is not the problem. Defending is the problem.
Yeah.
You get, as long as you can score goal, but Burnley always concede before scoring. You get me? That's the problem. They concede, they score to equalize, they score to go ahead and concede again. So as long as you can score the first goal, then you have a little bit of magic there. You have a little bit of hope of surviving. But Burnley against Everton is no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Everton for the win.
Okay, Everton for the win.
Because the target still is Europe.
Yeah, but let's
the target
see.
is Europe. So Everton for the win, and they already have their minds locked on it. So getting the win as it goes, I think 3 wins in a row now will make it I think we'll just mark their name in that position.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. It's going to be Everton versus Burnley by 8:30. Okay, Bournemouth and Brighton. Who wins in that game? Their striker he has 18 goals now.
I think he scored against Brentford.
Yeah, he has 17. He scored one at the weekend. Now it's 18. Haaland is injured, so he has an opportunity until Haaland comes back to score goal. But in this game, Bournemouth versus Brighton, what do you think happens in that game?
Another tough game. I think a draw, possible draw. Again, because of I think losing your last game against playing a draw against West Ham, then losing your last game by goal margin. It's just a tough one. So Brentford with the kind of attack they had in the last game, I think it's a win for them.
Okay, John.
Yeah, Brentford going through on this one, winning 2-1. They will concede, but they will definitely win.
Okay, let's see. The new coach, they signed a new contract. Let's see. He has really done well since he took over Brentford. He has done well. He was the set piece coach, right?
No, Kid Andrews.
Yeah.
I think
he was one of their
commentator.
coaches, yeah.
Commentator.
But let's see. It was a fine one for Bournemouth. They are doing well this season. I mean, for Brentford, they have been doing well this season. Okay, Leeds United are fighting for their lives. They are playing Sunderland. Sunderland are safe. They are fighting for even if it's Conference League too. So they are looking if they can qualify for the Conference League. But Leeds United needs to win or get something out of this game if they want to survive this Premier League game. So who wins in this game?
Sunderland looks like a shadow of themselves. The side that came into the Premier League, the side that can beat anybody. They just second half of the season they just fell off and they look like the shadow of the team that came in the first quarter of this league. So I think another draw for Sunderland, because that's the best they can settle for right now.
Okay,
draws.
Yeah, for me, I don't think they are going to settle for a draw, but I don't think anybody who is saying Sunderland is a shadow of themselves had any substance to say in the first place, because nobody expected them to have the kind of first season they have. Just like nobody expected Liverpool to start the season win 5 and go on to lose 5 and have not recovered till 2 games away. So I think it's the same thing. Sometimes you don't know what the toll success takes on your team when you perform, and when you just slip off, or maybe that momentum stops or you lose your momentum, you just settle for where you are. And I don't think they are making Europe this season. It's going to be a top 10 finish max for them.
Yeah, okay, but let's see if they are going to make it to Europe this season. They have been doing well. For me, I think they have done well this season. This is their first season. If they can build on this momentum, then yeah, maybe they can. Okay, the final game for today is Wolves who play Liverpool for today. Wolves are actually been picking up points here and there, but Liverpool are on fire. Liverpool wants to play the Champions League. They are in a position, I think they are 4th on the table now.
Yeah.
No, they are fifth on the
They are
table.
fifth on
They
the
are fifth
table,
on the
3
table.
wins
Yeah,
in a row.
yeah, fifth on the table, 3 wins. This is a winnable game. This is Wolves. Even the Wolves took 2 points away from Arsenal. So they can do it against Liverpool if they play the same way they have been playing. But the question is, Liverpool have they have the momentum. They need to just get 3 points. They need to at least play. The defending champion will not play Champions League next season somehow now. Check out. They just need to win this game.
You know, if you defend the league, you can't go win Champions League. It means you are winning a trophy every year. You get me? And that's what Liverpool are looking for. Champions League is in our mind right now. But as it is, we're talking about Fatima Wanderers at the moment, not Champions League football. But Liverpool can go on to win this game. It all depends on the instruction. I keep saying it's not about the formation on paper. Formation on paper can be the same 4-2-3, 4-2-3-1. McAllister, Gravenberch, Zoboslai in front of them, Fleurenvert or slow motion Gakpo, Ekitike and Salah. That's the front four or front whatever. Then the defense line is still the same. Tekers, Frimpong, and if they go with the formation that played against West Ham, I think there's a win in this game. A possible blowout, if possible. A possible blowout in this game. If they play with the formation that played against West Ham, and that's a
They scored 3 set pieces. Easy. West Ham defended well.
As they scored that 3 set pieces, who tall for Wolf defense? I get taller defenders than Wolf.
Alpha, you still collect 5.
Now they tell you, no, I still collect 3 set pieces.
So in the top 10, because that Wolves will collect more.
They will collect more.
You got.
They will collect more.
It will shock you say this game go be draw.
Mind you, wait till we play now 5-2, I'll be 5-3.
5-3.
5-2.
5-2.
5-2.
So 3 goals margin. If and mind you, now 4-2, the match supposed end or 4-3. Now let's go do own goal.
That
so
one
make am
consign.
But now against Wolf, 3 goals margin go be less. I promise you, if Liverpool win this match with less than 3 goals margin, I'll come to this show with a Liverpool jersey.
Okay, John, what happens in this game?
Yeah, I think this is a game Liverpool needs to be mindful of. This is not a game for you to now Wolves, now more will turn up. You will collect a shocker. Go and ask Madrid Alpha. Yesterday was not nice on them. So I think they just need to play the way they've been playing, go with the squad. I don't want to see too many changes to the lineup. The lineup was credible against West Ham. It should be credible against Wolves. But I'll be wary of the way Wolves break out when they have the opportunity. I'll be worried about that because Liverpool's defense has conceded via set piece a lot this season. Liverpool's centre halves too have also come under a lot of questioning, and I would hate to see them throw away 3 points in this game.
So who wins in this game generally now?
Liverpool.
Everybody supporting Liverpool.
Blowout.
Well, Liverpool.
Possible draw, man.
Liverpool are in. There's nothing for Wolves to play for this season again. They are obviously going to relegate.
They are playing for hope now.
But at least their coach, their new coach is actually building something.
They're playing for hope and nothing to play this season. They would have won their last how many games? They would have at least.
They are playing for hope.
They should have forfeited all the games. They won their last match.
It doesn't mean in 2026 they've had more wins.
Bro,
See,
it's against Villa.
Now let's be honest.
Let's not come and cap. It's against Villa.
Minus the win against Aston Villa, they've gathered more points in 2026 than they did in all of 2025. You get, and in 2025 they played like 20 games or 19. Let me say, okay, I know over exaggerate. They played 19 games in 2025 and they gathered only, I think, 3 points. Yes, 3 points in 2025. Now, in 2026, they've won about 4 or 5 games out of the 10 they've played. So it tells you that they've done more in 2026 than they've done in the whole of 2025. So it's a bonus for them.
Okay, let's see.
It's a bonus for them.
Let's see if Liverpool can get 3 points. Liverpool needs to win. If they win, they will keep climbing in that top four. They want to finish top four. They are still currently 5th on the table. Arsenal is 1st. Man City is 2nd. Manchester United is 3rd. Then Aston Villa is 4th.
Same point with Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa is 4th. Then Liverpool are 5th on the table. So they need to win this game. They are just a couple of points behind the 4th position. Just 3 points behind. So if they win today, depending on how the margin, if they win 1 and 3 goals, they will go 3rd on the table temporarily till Aston Villa.
If they win by 2-0.
Yeah, so even they win just 2-0, margin for 2 goals, they will go 3rd. So they are fighting. Now Chelsea, everybody will they lose because Chelsea is just somewhere 6 points behind.
Or Jaga champion.
6 points behind top 4. So, but for Liverpool, they have something to fight for. If they can, they will find a way to win today's game and move to at least 3rd temporarily before others play their games tomorrow. Okay, one game moving away from the Premier League, one game in the Coppa Italia is the semi-final. It's Como versus Inter Milan. Who wins? That one's going to be an interesting game today. Who wins today by 9 p.m.?
Inter Milan now.
Como has been doing well. Fabregas have actually been doing well in this. I don't know. I think they beat Juventus even.
They beat Juventus.
Yes,
on
now.
their way. Yeah, so they have been doing well actually.
No debate. Inter.
Okay, let's see.
Inter.
Let's see.
Oh, you want reasons?
No reason.
If you want tactical reasons, I'll give you. If you want sentimental reasons, I'll give you. If you want philosophical reasons, you do.
On the normal, Inter are the better team, but Como has been a surprise.
They've been a great team so far. They've been, like somebody said, I think there's something they said about their home record. Spectacular.
Okay, let's see.
Fortress.
It's going to be Inter Milan going away to Como in the first leg of the Coppa Italia. Okay, we already told you some news about Spurs. If they relegate, they are going to get 50% cut.
All players,
players.
everybody, including the manager.
Yeah, it means
And
that
backroom staff.
what it means
The
that
manager won't get a pay cut now because they
They
are
will sack
bringing a new manager at the end of the season.
it means that they will sell all their players and tell our players. And even rumors that Barcelona and Real Madrid are looking for Van der Ven. Atletico Madrid is even looking at Romero. Without whether Spurs relegate or not relegate, yeah. So they are obviously going to sell so many players if they relegate, and it's going to be a very You know what they think?
Money is on loan.
Money will go is on loan. Now people they will focus on is Tels. Now Tels because Solanke will leave now. Find a Premier League club.
I think they brought in Konagala.
They brought him on permanent deal. Yes.
Just this January.
Yes, first January.
They can't relegate with the guy.
Imagine. Imagine. But do you think that Spurs will relegate? That's another thing. Do you think because for Levy to put this contract somewhere in his mind, you think that this team is not even good enough?
It's just financial.
Yes.
You don't really do
you plan.
Yes.
It's
just.
I think every club should do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
What do they call it? That's like motivation. Because no player go want collect pay cut. And it's not even 30% pay cut.
If Spurs relegate, everybody will leave.
Now, if Spurs relegate, what if big teams are not coming for the players?
They will go and play, go back to their country and play first.
But then I don't see it as a bad thing because it's not like this.
It means you did not put in the work.
It's not about you did not put in the work. I don't see it as a bad thing because this sports team have not been fantastic. Yes, they won the Europa League last season because of Ange. Ange literally had to fight tooth and nail to carry that team to where he carried them. They haven't been nice. Igor Thomas Frank came in, still echoing the same thing. Igor Tudor that is just interim. He's still saying the same thing.
Manager come after first training session. He enter media, call everybody out.
It wouldn't be such a hard thing if they relegate and half of these guys go. It wouldn't be such a bad thing because it would be a nice reset for the team. And trust me, even relegated Spurs can attract good players. They can attract good staff who can come in, bring them back to the Premier League, and then they start buying.
The truth is that.
But now
it's going to be tragic to have invested that much in the stadium, invested in the facilities, invested in players. Xavi Simons, they like these other guys, Gallagher,
not before 40 million they buy.
Solanke, all the other guys, they bought Kudus. What this other guy after investing so much?
Yes, have been out injured now.
Kulusevski, all these guys, and for these guys that have been out injured, these guys that are playing now, not to be able to fight for that team to ensure they do not escape relegation.
But I don't think they are going to relegate. I don't think they can relegate.
I don't think they will relegate.
4 points above.
I don't think they will relegate, but I think they are going to get dangerously close.
Yeah. 4 points above drop zone. And the teams behind them are looking for an escape route.
Bro, the teams behind them, all of them lost this last weekend.
All of them, including them now. So now they tell you.
They already teams, have that 4 point gap.
Now, see, understand.
Unless you do one better.
Let me finish.
You go nowhere.
4 points behind drop zone. The teams behind them and 10 points behind above Burnley. Burnley, if you calculate it, I think Burnley about 6 points. Yes. 10 points above Burnley, 4 points behind drop zone. And the way Burnley is going, like all of us are saying here, if they keep scoring goals and defend well, they will win matches. Now, the same thing you go talk about the person for 18th. If you're saying the same thing for 19th, you're saying the same thing for 18th. It means if there's a slip up there, the two teams there will drop and there will be a replacement.
Baba, all the slip up we done there this season, our market, you have just 6 wins from from 28 games. Where you want to go?
All the sleep up on this season.
You go nowhere.
Remember there was a time Spurs were about 10 points behind above drop zone.
Yeah.
Now it don't turn 4 points. Before the end of season, if you turn 1 point,
you wait there. You wait there.
I say in fifth.
You know
But now let me see. You know the alarm.
Burnley get more fights to escape this relegation than you.
Burnley get more fights.
Yes.
And they've always been.
Escape this relegation than you.
You know the worst part. They had more fight to escape relegation than me, and they have always been 6 points behind me.
Okay.
Now Spurs was 10 points
you
above me.
There,
but
how many
I
points
have dropped it
you
down.
have not increased that point.
I have dropped it down to 4 points.
Let me drop it.
You don't drop anything down.
From 10 points to 4, I don't drop well.
No, you drop anything.
I don't.
Yes,
talk
now
about,
let's not go there.
I don't want
Other teams lost their games.
I won my games. I lost some games. I drew some games.
I don't want to talk about relegation battle.
We're not talking about relegation battle. We're telling that if Spurs sleep up, like as it stands now, teams are beginning to.
They slept up this last weekend. You collect points. No. If they sleep up, you sleep up. On a remain on a day. Simple.
But the thing about thing, I'm talking is from if we started this season after match day 5 and we are by now match 28, we are talking about esports going to relegate or not. Nobody would have predicted that to happen because they started very, very well with Frank, but suddenly they fell off just like the way they did last season. Started well, fell off at some point, even though they won the Europa League, but it was a tragic season for them last season. It continued after investing so many players, Javi Simeons, Kudus, players was invested in that. They brought in Kolomwani on loan, plus Solanke that was there, plus Richarlison that was there.
Yeah,
they have players, but something is
injury is not something, it's injury. 16 players out.
Something is still fundamentally wrong with Spurs. They need to fix up because for me, the players they have is Simeons playing, Solanke now, and Richarlison. All their strikers are fit and they are not scoring goals. But let's see if they are going to relegate this particular summer. But I don't think so. I pray though. No, why am I even praying? Waiting concern me concern Spurs. The other news is that Manchester United will replace Casemiro with Bruno Guimaraes. When he leaves. I think he's a good replacement for Manchester. Tonali.
All recovery and forward play. Bruno, you want to have all your midfielders ball watching. Well, that's another case because that's one thing people don't understand.
Some are never reach.
If they sign up, I'm just saying, get players who can recover the ball than get players who can recover the ball and progress the ball.
Kobe Meno no fit recover ball.
No, wait.
He gets
the other guys wey again.
Do you know that?
Bro, come on.
Do you know that if you ask me, Bruno Guimaraes is one of the best midfielders you can think of because that guy is a perfect box-to-box midfielder. He distributes well. But
recovery is poor.
What do you mean by recovery?
How many players get everything? How many midfielders in Europe right now have all these qualities in there? How many?
Let's be honest with the numbers. You're looking for Cassie's replacement. Cassie's replacement is someone who can recover, read the game, recover the ball. Possession, he's good on possession. He's good